What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you live with a brand new video. And in this video, going to explain the economy that we are going through. Now, for some reason, folks don't understand, when you are in debt, when you have a debt, that means you have no surplus or any extra money to do shit. And everybody knows that. Well, a lot of people know, not everybody, but a lot of people know that the United States of America is what is called a debt corporation. Why am I saying a corporation? Because the United States of America is never a country. A country has its own king or queen. The United States of America has a president and vice president, thus making it an incorporation. And in this incorporation called the United States of America, it has over $14 trillion in debt. To tell you the truth, I believe in my heart that number is way bigger than what we think. You know how the media is, the NWO media, that loves to downplay shit even though it's an epidemic. We see all these farmers losing their farms, going into bankruptcy, complaining about voting for Trump and how everything is terrible. But let me remind you something. I'm going to remind everybody, every single fucking president is selected, not elected. Every candidate that they put in front of you, they are giving you the people that they want to give you to vote for. Your vote do not count. Get that out of your goddamn mind. Your fucking vote don't count. But because this incorporation called United States of America is in debt, what does it mean being in debt? Well, say for instance you are in debt. You have to pay that debt back. You have to establish a good credit. So you have to work harder, probably get a second job, or if not third job, to pay off your debt. And once you pay your debt off, then you can work on having surplus or extra cash. And as long as you have that motherfucking debt, you can't pay off shit. As long as you have that motherfucking debt, you can't, how can I say this? You can't buy anything that you want. And keep in mind, every time that they print this so-called money that is called the Federal Reserve note, every time you print that, there's a debt that goes along with it. So regardless of how much money or so-called money this incorporation, United States of America, print, is always going to come with a fucking debt. Which is why black people, you're stupid to go to these people who have debt and ask for reparation, knowing that they're not going to give it to us black asses anyway. They can have all the fucking meeting that they want. They're not going to give out reparation. Now, I digress. Let me get back on topic. It's been said by the Rockefellers, Alan Greenspan, George Bush the father, and, well, you might as well say George W. Bush the son, that in order for chaos to come, and they issue in the New World Order, something catastrophic has to happen. There has to be an engineer financial crisis. So when people is looking at this and like, dang, these people, they supposed to have high IQ, but look at America. It's disgusting. It has all this debt. Keep it fucking in mind. They know what the fuck they doing. It's just a lot of motherfuckers making video don't understand what the fuck that they really are doing. They're actually wiser than you think that they are. Let's examine this. If everybody has money and pumping good money into the economy, we're going to come out pretty good. But in order for them to create chaos, they have to engineer something to bring that chaos in. That's that anarchy. That's that New World Order satanic doctrine that came all the way from Aleister Crowley. You have to engineer a system that's going to make sure that there's going to be chaos. Now, everybody know whenever there was a flood, Hurricane Katrina came, look how many motherfuckers was looting. Every time something catastrophic happened, what happens? People fucking loot. People lose their goddamn mind. They break into stores. They take televisions. They take electronic equipment. They taking food. They taking every goddamn thing they can put their hands on. With this chaos. Whenever there's flood and they lose their fucking home. They lose their fucking mind. They lose their money. They lose every damn thing. But now they're going to do this in all states. So they have to engineer a financial crisis. So they're doing something. Think about it. You don't think it's weird that Donald Trump will sit up there and put tariffs on people? They know that you put tariffs on nations. They know it's going to hurt you. That's their fucking plan. It's going to hurt you. And the more that they keep pushing it and wasting money and doing all kinds of shit, they know pretty soon our economy is going to collapse. And when it collapses, that's when all hell is going to break out. Shit hits the fan. Let me digress one more time. Women, especially my black women, but women in general, you better shut the fuck up and rise the fuck up and be women, because when this shit hits the fan, your strong, independent education degrees wouldn't mean a shit. But what's coming to United States of America? So think about it. Put it together. Let's connect this. United States of America, the incorporation, is in trouble. They're purposely putting people in debt. They purposely putting debt on this incorporation so it can go into insolvency. So that's what they're doing. And everybody think that, they don't have this IQ. Okay, I get that. All right, fuck the IQ. But they're smart enough to know how to implement their plan to bring that chaos. Taking money out, causing a whole lot of farmers to lose their jobs, lose their farm, bankruptcies running sky high. Folks is getting angry. And as much as people may disagree with me, this race war is about to happen. Because a whole lot of white supremacists, they're starting to lose their shit. They're getting angry seeing white people struggle now. See, it was okay to see us struggle. It was okay for everything that happened to us, as long as it didn't touch them. But now it's touching them. Now they're getting mad. You're seeing news clips after news clip of farmers and everybody who voted for Trump getting angry because they're losing a whole lot of shit and crying. And it's kind of funny because when we were saying the same shit, we was looked at as crybabies or pull yourself up by your fucking bootstrap. But it's kind of funny. These motherfuckers don't know how to do that because they never had to do that or had the skills to understand to do that. Because when you came over here, you took something that did not belong to you. Then you raised, based on rape, robbery, and murder, raised the economy out of that, and then went into fucking debt with that was not fucking yours in the first motherfucking place. Like I'm always saying, and like I always say when I talk to people about the reparations and shit, the government right now cuts everybody a check for $1 billion. That can never, ever be reparation. That's not reparations. You know why? Because in order for you to receive reparation, that person has to have their own economy to do it, to give you that. If they're giving me $1 billion and say this is reparation, It's not reparation. Why? Because that $1 billion that they have, or that so-called money that they're giving us or giving me, it's just giving me back my economy that was done. So you have to understand, I want everybody to look at the big fucking picture. This shit is hitting the fan like crazy. I mean, so many people's making YouTube clips and shit. I see the pain in people's eyes. A lot of people is angry at America. They're getting disgusted with America. But you know what? I keep telling you motherfuckers all the time, America dream was built off of the nightmares of the people. So everybody that comes over here that is not indigenous over here to partake in that American dream, you by default also partook in the suffering that built this stinking ass so-called country. Folks talk about if you don't praise America or love your flag, you're treasonous. Well, then call me a treasonous motherfucker, because I will not sell out my ancestors for a goddamn thing. A lot of motherfuckers celebrated the 4th of July. 4th of July, are you serious? Memorial Day and all that. We were still in slavery. The 4th of July. Get the fuck out of here. But this is very, 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 very important message for everybody to understand. This is what they had in plan. And you know, once everything is bankrupt and this economy is gone, that there has to be a war that has been declared, which brings in part 2. What is part 2? The part 2 of this is, well, I should save that for a part 2. Because this shit that's happening right now, a lot of motherfuckers just don't understand. You know why they don't understand? Because they're too inclined or too seduced and allow themselves, their mind, to be molested and raped by the media. They look at all these news media. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't give a fuck if it's CBC, BBC, ABC, NBC, the Young Turks. I don't give a fuck who it is. They're not going to tell you the true plan of this fucking incorporation called America. Because everybody is still molested about Democrats and Republicans. They're the same fucking party. I keep telling y'all motherfuckers that. They're the same fucking party, Democrat and Republicans. But let's look at this for an example. I give you 2 people in the boxing ring, and I control both of the boxers. I control who wins and who loses. And I deceived you to believe that, oh, this person, I'm betting money on this person because this person is good. Meanwhile, both of them are a piece of shit. Both of them work for the same man. And one of them has to fall and one of them has to rise. Even though they're the same party putting on a show for you. But they all know, Democrats and Republicans, and you fucking independents. And don't think you independent voters, don't think you independents are fucking slick. I know what the fuck y'all are doing. What y'all trying to do is y'all trying to, people like Bernie Sanders and shit, or no, not Bernie Sanders, or like, what was that guy's name? Ron Paul. People like Ron Paul running on that green ticket or being independent and shit. Their job is actually to see who is going to follow them, so they know where your mindset is. Every time they give you something, they try to diagnose and see how you're going to react and how much in control you are, or not in control that you are. And so when you look at this and understand what's going on in this economy, and when I come back to part 2, then this will all make sense. So I'll be back with part 2. Peace.